Having discussed Dr. Ernest Jones' analysis of Hamlet, especially the mystery of the Hamlet, now we shall go ahead with psychoanalysis and Henry IV. Henry IV was a play by William Shakespeare. One more critic, Dr. Franz Alexander, analyzes this drama by William Shakespeare, Henry IV. But here, Dr. Alexander's attempt is not to solve the problems in the drama. His attempt here is only to illumine it. Illumine means throw light on it. He talks about certain characters in the play, in Henry IV. He talks about Prince Hals or Harry, who is the character, the protagonist of the play. Prince Hals or Harry. I'm talking about Hal. Hal is the name, and his struggle in the drama is seen as a struggle between the ego and the superego. His struggle, Prince Hal's struggle, is an example of the struggle between the ego, your intelligent mind, your rational mind, and the superego, your conscience. Conscience is something beyond that. Conscience is related to what we call, emotions, the nourishment, the family values, etc. Superego covers all these things. And your rational mind means there is a struggle between your rational mind and not irrational. I'm not talking about irrational. I'm talking about beyond that as well. Now, sometimes we think that we think in a way our parents don't think. Means we come up with more rationally, whereas our parents may think in the emotional way. So this struggle is the struggle between the ego and the superego. They think in terms of traditions, in terms of religion, in terms of culture, in terms of society. That is the superego. And when you think what is good in terms of your intelligence and rationality, that is the ego. Whereas the id is the irrational side of human mind. So Hal or Harry is the ego, and with the ego in this particular play is Hotspur, another character, Henry Percy. Henry Percy is the superego. The struggle between those two characters can be seen as the struggle between the ego and superego. If you have seen the movie Diwar by Amitabh Bachchan and Shashi Kapoor, the very famous dialogue, मेरे पास गाड़ी है, बंगला है, सब है, तेरे पास क्या है? He says मेरे पास माँ है. So you can understand this. The struggle between two brothers. One is very honest. He's controlled by the values, social values, the family values. He thinks that having mother is sufficient. And the other one is very rational, very practical. He thinks that having money is important. Life cannot be comfortable unless you have money. So that's what he talks about he talks in terms of material achievement. Okay, whereas superego is a spiritual mindset. So Hal is the ego and Hotspur is the superego. And before conquering the superego, that is Hotspur, Hal has to conquer its id, and Falstaff is represented as the id. Actually, Miss Shakespeare never intended it. It is Dr. Alexander, who applied this theory to William Shakespeare's Henry IV. The character name Falstaff is the id, the irrational mind. Means the id is an anarchic self-indulgence, and this is seen through the character of Falstaff. Means he's interested in his own likes, dislikes, his own things only. He's selfish. So that is means he's irrational in that way. He likes to seek pleasure, and only that is his aim. So to conquer the superego, Hall has to conquer his id. That is another character, Falstaff. Here, Dr. Alexander, in the psychoanalysis of Henry the Fourth by William Shakespeare, is not looking for hidden motives in the drama. This is the way psychoanalysis should work. He's not looking about for the author's intention. He's throwing light on the characters. So he simply tries to explain it. He approves. Leonard Trilling thinks that this is the right way. And I suggest you people to undertake psychoanalysis of any story, any play by using this method. Okay, in the next part of my discussion, I shall be talking about Freud's achievement and other aspects.